Howdy folks, welcome to the channel Rock of the Country. I'm Don. I cannot wear this hat because this reaction is sponsored by MontaukEd. It's a gift request of MontaukEd's and he's a New York Mets fan. But I'm wearing the Montauk hat in Ed's honor. So Ed, thank you for this gift and request. Ron Christopher's All About the Song. Of course, I have an idea in my head what it could be, but good songwriters and lyricists can take you any which way they want. So we're going to find out what this is. One thing I know is that Ed always puts it to me. He gives me a lot of meat on the bones to talk about, to think about, to ponder. And I'm a philosopher at heart, by training, by education, so I love nuanced, deep thought. And I'm also very much into relationships and understanding what makes human beings work well together, what they don't, and so on. So let's see what All About the Song is. Well, I like that beginning.
50 years ago, down on Music Row, each singer had a special kind of style.
Oh yeah.
It was all about the words and the melodies we heard, that would stand the test of time for quite a while. Loretta, Tom, and Hank, and others we should thank, they bared their souls, proving they were strong. No message was the same.
Right.
Their stories brought them fame, as they all knew. It's all about the song. Country roots and cowboy boots, steel guitars and nudie suits, on that lost highway, somewhere we went wrong. Stories drawn from life that still ring true. The cheating heart will tell on you in the end. It's all about the song.
Their labels would never let this get on air today, where he's decrying, even though he's speaking favorably, obviously, of traditional country and the artists. They would not let this get on the air today because it's pointing out the shallowness lyrically of contemporary country music. And I listen to it every once in a while on my way to work. I'll be like, all right, let's see what's going on country radio. Is there anything good coming out? And I cannot believe how uncreative the musicianship and the lyrics are. And I'm looking for the good. My orientation is to look for the good, look for a reason to validate, like, enjoy, find the value in something that I may not, just find the value in something, like somewhere, some element. And I'm like, all right, I know people like this who are coming from rock and maybe even sometimes rap. But I'll listen and I'll hear the lyrics and I'm like, oh, I've been spoiled by traditional. Just that simple. I'll make a comment on the music though. I'm hoping that the drum track and the repetitive instrumentation he's playing in the song, I'm hoping by the end of the song that changes to reflect the older style as well. Because this is very much in lockstep with contemporary country. The instrumentation so far, I love the fiddle. Of course, there's not enough fiddle in contemporary country, but the drum beat is very much the same as what shows up in contemporary country music.
The songs had heart. We could feel a part of what Merle, George, and Waylon had to say.
I like his voice.
No amplified guitars, drowned out those country stars when they stood upon a stage to sing and play. Now there's one old outlaw left.
Yeah.
Oh, Willie, he's the best. On the road again, back where he belongs. And if we stop to listen, he'll sing the words we're missing. 'Cause in the end, it's all about the song. They raised the bar so high, we ain't reached it yet, and left us with a legacy we won't soon forget. Country roots and cowboy boots, steel guitars and nudie suits on that lost highway. Somewhere we went wrong. Stories drawn from life that still ring true. Your cheating heart will tell on you in the end.
Yeah.
It's all about the song. In the end, it's all about the song.
I, of course, like the theme of that song because that's what the channel is about, and that's what drew me to traditional country in the first place. Like when I started the channel, I was doing Nashville country, but you guys saw the lyrics and how I would dissect the song, and you were like, Don, you got to get into deeper storylines. Check out, Hank Sr. or Patsy or whomever. And I started listening. Then John Prine and Tom T. Hall and artists at that time I'd never heard of. And I'm listening. I'm like, wow. Oh, yes, this is where I want to be. And now 5,000 reactions later, Rockin' the Country. This is about traditional country music. In fact, the Rockin' the Country Lobster's name is Buck or Bucko for Buck Owens. And so it gives you an idea of where we're at here, keeping traditional alive. So I love the sentiment in this song. As far as the instrumentation goes, I would have loved to have seen it be actually sort of morph even from the contemporary drum loop and sort of have the song morph back into, in the final half of the song, in the traditional country, just to show people what they're missing. The instrumentation, I was surprised that he went with this, but I will say that there were elements in here that I absolutely loved, and maybe he was hoping that it would get on air, get some airtime, because you would always hope that. I mean, you want to have your records be a success, have commercial success with it, because you have to make a living. I never begrudge an artist for wanting to do that. Not even contemporary artists, like, the Morgan Wallens and Jelly Rolls and folks, they have some good songs, but they're contemporary. I don't begrudge them that. Luke Bryan and such, these are, Luke, major superstar. I cannot begrudge and speak ill of anybody. I can say Luke Bryan, for example, has some songs that I like, but a lot of it is kind of, to me, just sort of like more made for the commercial success and concert tours and stuff. And that's one approach. An artist like Luke Bryan would carry the label so that they could put out and subsidize newer artists, most of whom lose money for the label. So it's, it's a very expensive game. So I understand that side of it. But I like the ode to the prior artists and Your Cheating Heart and Loretta. They just told their stories. There's nothing cookie cutter about them. But then the way it works is folks with money, the labels or hedge funds or whomever is paying for these things, they find a common thread that works. And then they just put that out until people get sick of it and it changes into something else. And hopefully it more changes into traditional, but I have no idea. But mercifully, YouTube allows what we do here, and we're doing artists that he spoke of in there and keeping their legacy going. So Ed, what do I rate this song? All right, I gotta go with the number that popped into my head. The number that popped into my head was an 8.7. I like the heart behind it, the drive behind it, the instrumentation. I think could have been done a lot better. I think it could have been done more creatively, because he's speaking about the creativity that they had back then, and yet some of the instrumentation, some of the guitar in here, and certainly the drums were what they put out today in country music. So not that I have a problem all the time with a repeat drum loop. Sometimes it works very well. In this one, I was like, oh, I was just hoping, please change it, because you're making a really good point lyrically. So there we have it. But thank you, my friend MontaukEd, for this one. And there you go. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country.
Back then the songs had heart. We could feel a part of what Merle and George and Waylon had to say.